Okay, hey everybody, yo 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 to the yo 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 for you. I made it. You can feel like I'm like super chill tonight. A lot of activity over this weekend, and I am just ready to just prep myself for the coming week. And I thought that, well, I'll go ahead and at least show you guys a little bit of the price action going on. And of course, the chart, and the only chart that I am going to be focused on instead of jumping around from charts to charts. You will always see from me the Bitcoin USD Coinbase pair, because this is primarily where the most of the bot notifications will be focused on initially. So I didn't really get that far this week in the actual build out. I did, though, through some prodding of a couple of other bots, give them some suggestions of things that they were working on their whiteboard, but had not really been, pushed very far to go with them, and was able to get to see actually how those worked. And one was a concatenation of, instead of it being a request for price for one instrument, you can request an entire basket, and then you get the results automatically like that. And the delivery of the results looks pretty good too. So now I'm seeing that it's not just the request or the slash command, but also you have to think about the delivery and how clean that looks and if it's good enough. So pretty much all this week over at the bot, I've been doing manual postings as they've been coming in, imagining, okay, the client would want to hear this coming through on the bot, right? Because it's one thing to flip a switch and have, the Ruby bot live, let's say, just dialoguing all the time about price. Then, of course, the bot itself, which is really kind of a breakthrough for indicators, at least for the, I guess, you could say just the retailer. Is it's pretty cool, and there's certainly enough bot building out there to have it maybe gain a little bit of interest and reputation for those people that are going to try and build this with me. So there's been a lot of discussion about it this week privately, and so we'll just keep working on it, and I'll bring as much forward as I can here on YouTube. And let me see what else I can tell you. Um, what else can I tell you about the other bots that are out there? Oh, the concatenation of price. So you want to check out, I believe it's called, I'll have to probably put it down below. I think it's called Zapcoin over at Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, man, there's a lot of activity over there in the crypto space. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about who's coming into the space, and maybe just do a little bit of warning about the marketers coming in the space and what that might look like to you guys. And although it's exciting, right, to get everyone paying attention, when you have everyone paying attention, it means that basically the doors are open for anyone to come in, and there's going to be lots of people that are going to make an attempt, because in the world of marketing, it's all about making money. And I've been hearing a little bit that people are catching on to how some of the early OGs, were able to build a pretty decent So they're figuring it out. So I heard someone say, wow, I could make a full-time living off of the affiliate income, which is apparently true, which has always been apparently true. And I know that there's been people that have heard my murmurings and complaints about this, because in the very beginning, this was supposed to be a guru free, that there was no tethering whatsoever to an income. And in the very beginning, for example, you're looking at Ruby right now, just it's a sequence of EMAs. It's nothing great, except for that when we ran the back testing, she was a pretty darn interesting set of EMAs that was supposed to just go on the free indicators list. That was the only request that I had. I said, just give her a shot on the free indicators, right? And she'd just be made part of the library because well, she should have. She earned the right to be part of the library, and then we could build it up from that. But the demand was that it should be paid. And I had said that, well, that wasn't the arrangement that I had from the very beginning. But now that you say it, I'll bring it to the group. And I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate for that. And so I just want to remind everyone that as the marketers come in, and as more different sorts of people come in that they may not be traders. They just might be a different sort of person, and they're going to pick up on the OGs that have sold, air quote, us down the affiliate river. And there you are going to get some competition, whether it's in email acquisition, selling books, selling lists. I heard of someone today that is selling a list of training materials that he's collated for $10. Now, that doesn't sound bad. Now, I mean, for all the years that I've spent, I could give you $10 of value. It would save you $10 worth of time, no doubt. But would I or could I do that? That's the difference. And I know that if I was to go back in time and really be sat down and really see the landscape of what was available to me, that I might have gone ahead and become an affiliate marketer. Why not? Right? Why not? And the only thing that kept me were people that made it sound as though that was no place for Bitcoin. That was no place for cryptocurrency. We did not want to have marketers, affiliate marketers, people that were holding on to our emails, and people that might solicit to us in the future, that we didn't want that. And I stood behind that. And I think that I might have not made the best decision. I made a decision. I've stood behind that decision, but I can't say, as I'm looking back now, that everyone that I thought that I was doing right by, that they held up their side of the bargain. It's a point of weakness for most of us, that especially if you understand passive income, which it is, because once you give people that cookie or that link, it's very difficult, actually, especially with the exchanges, for the exchanges to cut you off from the arbiter, the original person, right? Because that isn't how it's supposed to work. It's not a multi-level system. It's one in, one out, one in, one out. And it's difficult for them to cut off unless you have those personal relationships. And most of these personal relationships have been forged from the very beginning. I've been cut off in the mid-sentence talking to exchange operators, because guys, now I understand why. because guys thought that I might be taking their affiliate income away from them. Why not? I'm the one that's willing to come onto YouTube. I'm the one that goes onto Twitter. I'm the one that I was meeting up with a lot more social experts or social media experts that know how to navigate the scene, and so and looking back, I can see why they would be agitated, but not to the point of troll. And this is another thing, is that expect the worst of people when you have that money component. I'll look at TradingView. TradingView initially had a affiliate program. I was never made part of it. Then they took it down. Then I get myself banned. And then all of a sudden they bring it back. And I'm hearing from people that it's the best affiliate program out there. I mean, I'm like user number 6 on TradingView. I had every right to be in a position of strength with their affiliate. Do I have that? No, it's fully in my disclaimer about affiliate matters. And if I was to have an affiliate, same goes with money.net. I didn't have an affiliate. Another one of the most incredible affiliate programs that are out there, because the system is so strong and it's expensive. So if you had those contacts, they were willing to pay. I didn't have anything from that. Because as I understood it, that the crypto world didn't want to trust old guard marketing techniques that you didn't want to be sold to. I had no idea that I was just being lied to. That's what was going on there. So this particular weekend, I've been very, my ears have been perked up quite a bit about that. What in the world are you guys going to endure over the next, I would say, over the next full fiscal season? What in the world is going to happen? You are going to be sold every sort of thing. And I'll tell you what, the people that are coming for your piece of the pie, they're not going to be trolled by you. They do not care. You can try and do all your little tricks and things that you do on Reddit and SoundCloud and everything. It is not going to matter what's one manner. Why? Because it is their business. Do you understand? It is their livelihood. It is their business. And that's why we see some of the people that have been given affiliate money, that they are so sensitive over their communities now. So be very cautious about this. Fortunately, I feel like, because I never went for the money, right? I said no to all of that maybe I stand in a place of strength. I don't know, to be able to give you fair warning. They're coming. And I know that everyone's heard Wall Street is coming. They're coming. And the marketers, there's a couple names of marketers that I'm telling you, these are the best in the business, and they're coming after your piece. And they will deliver faster, more efficiently, more funny, less trolly, all of the stuff that the natural person wants in their life. Because the natural person doesn't want to have to deal with your trollness. They don't want to deal with it. I had a lot to learn. I had a lot of things that I needed to work out in the space. And so why maybe I would accept, okay, well, this is just what, I'm on the internet. That's what I was told. I'm on the internet. But after what Jameson went through this past week, screw you guys. Really. Whoever's listening to this in the replay, and if you're a troll and if you've trolled me, grab my link down below and send me some BTC. Go ahead and do that. Cleanse yourself. Because what your little tricks and all of that are not going to work against the marketers that are coming in. And they will take, and they will do better than you have done. I don't care how funny you think you are and how crude you are. And that's how Bitcoiners and crypto people, crypto peeps want to behave, because you're also part of the internet. Forget about that. Forget it. You cannot be in Forbes and Wall Street Journal and Wired and TechCrunch 3 headlines a day and think that you're going to get away with trolling people. It's just not going to pay. It's not going to pay off. And I hope that the exchanges have the balls to say when the newcomers come in that we're happy to take that affiliate off of your account and let you be free and clear of the affiliates. So, and because there's so many changes as to who can do business now with the US, there's going to be all sorts of things that are going to come out around and about with the affiliates. And I would love to have an affiliate marketer come in and take a look at the space and go, oh, okay, and here's that opportunity. And yep, we could build an app, and yep, we could build a bot, and yep, we could have courses, and yes, we could have a summit, and yes, we could do all of these things, and when do you want them delivered? And I could say 3 weeks, and they'd go, okay. They're not going to be dragging their feet and trying to figure out when they're going to get up in the morning because it's their business. So I am weepy about this, mainly because I don't have the experience with the affiliate marketing like you guys do. So not only do you have crypto, not only do you have Bitcoin, not only do you have the community, but now you have the experience that I want to say that I was denied. And what are you going to do with it? Because I'm going to tell you, troll in, troll out. Unless you're going to change, that's how it's going to be. So, as we can see, let's get back to price for just a moment. I'll get off that rant. I had warned over at Twitter that there was a rant incoming that has something else to do with another issue that's happening, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But yesterday we built a channel, and I wrote over at the Telegram that I'm not really very keen on channels, and you can see why. We had the false breakout, and we come back in. Now, normally, of course, without the 96 being there, there would have been every reason to believe that price would have just run through the channel, come back, as you can see, could have come down to the break potential, could have hit the 243. That's a natural reaction to a descending channel. That would have happened, but it didn't. There we go, the 96 so strong. That means that the shorts are weakening, the longs want to stay in, and then sure enough, here we are coming into 8 o'clock, and the money flows comes in, breaking up and out. We're getting the very, very first bit of Ruby Long coming in. So we'll stay with this for just a little bit, and then I'll do my second rant in just a little bit. Alrighty. So that's how it's going to be too tonight. I'll be off and on the mic, and you'll notice that I have my Twitter open. I also have my TweetDeck, and I haven't changed too much here. It's all very much the same. Bitcoin on one side, crypto on the other. Bitcoin Core here. The hashtag cryptocurrency, and you'll notice that there's quite a bit of a difference between the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency hashtag. Then the BitMEX Rect is right here. And this has been okay. Not too, I've had better ones, I'll say that. But it might just be that I think that I don't have the YouTubes up. So, but if you have a TweetDeck, I would definitely get it set up for yourself. Wish I could give you some new kind of, especially the users, new users to put in here. We might want to do the Bitcoin Gold if you wanted to. So I'll take Core out, go ahead and do the Bitcoin Gold. See what we get there. Keep an eye on that. That's probably a good idea. And also remember that on everything what I do, except for on this one, I didn't do it on this one. What we want to do is that we want to only have, so we don't want shares. So content matching, retweets included. No, we want retweets excluded. There we go. Retweets excluded. So you should see where it's the double quotes here. See that right there? And that means that there are no retweets. So that's why it may seem a little slow. The default is that you get all the retweets. So that's why it always looks very active. If you take that off, then we'll be more cognizant of what's coming through. I am looking for a widget. You'll notice that there's a widget here. There's a new one that's out there for Bitcoin Gold that might be kind of interesting to grab. But that is my TweetDeck. It's actually pretty fun on the replay too to see it. See what imagery works, especially if you're over at Twitter and you use it for any marketing whatsoever or any communication with your community. Really gives you a good idea of how things come across. So you can see that there's a combination between, we had quite a few short liquidations that came in, and then now we're getting a long liquidation. So we get that little tiny flag. A sell-off, and this little area right here. Ruby's struggling to make a decision as to whether or not the 8 wants to support. The 8 and the 12 and the 32 all want to support the switch up. And we are just at full advancement from the prior drop down. So this is an exciting moment. All right, let's see what's going on over at YouTube. I like that they're putting that up first. It's good. right. Well, what was I just saying? Decisions, decisions. And this has been the horror of this entire kiss, this entire short kiss. Lots of volatility. And I did talk about this over at the Telegram. Maybe in the description I'll go ahead and put how you can watch the Telegram if you wanted to. So it might be kind of smart to stay with us because we understand that it's pulling back off of this pressure point over here, right here in the center here, where it's now trying to advance. So it gave it one shot here. We had one bar of advance before things started to really slow down, and then we got lower highs. Once again, over here, we tried to top out. Not quite, though. Didn't do a double top, so lower highs, and then the fall away. So if this channel is of no help to us as the 96 slices through the channel line, 243 is still angled up short, just briefly here, and it's coming through the bottom channel line. And the sentiment is so mixed in regard to whether or not the shorts are going to take over and then just have the breakdown come in. If the 243, in my opinion, comes back up to meet up with the 5660, this break potential right here, then, and we fill in the full range, then we have a great range play from the 243. The longs come back in, they'll take that play. From the 6120 to the 6109, that's a great trade right there. So we'll see. And then I think our Bitcoin gold block, I should look about where that is, where the countdown clock is about that. So it's probably a good idea that we got our tweet deck been going. So let's see. I'm with Coinbase, Bitcoin Gold. Bad language coming in there. See, learn how to buy. So we'll learn the how-to thing. Okay, let me put myself on mute for just a few minutes here. We'll keep the tweet deck up. Okay, so it kind of looks like we're perched here and not too much is going on. I thought maybe at the 15-minute mark we might see another interesting print, but I just don't see it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close things down. You can tell earlier that I did another OBS test. This is a complete failure for me. Maybe I'm going to try one more test because it would just be really great if I could showcase two charts in one broadcast, different views of the same chart in one broadcast without going back and forth and that sort of thing. So that's why I thought maybe the OBS would work out really well for all of us, but it's just not happening for me. So my apologies for that I can't seem to figure out a way to improve the stream at all. And then I'll leave you with the secondary rant. This is going to be really brief because I mentioned this over at Twitter. If anyone has told you that I am taking their charts, that I am somehow figuring out a way to grab your charts, first of all, that isn't how Mommy does things. If I want your chart, I'll come to you. If you don't want to give me your chart, you'll say, I don't want you to have my chart, and we'll leave it at that. But I certainly do not have people out there, air quote, I don't have people out there grabbing your charts for me for my own benefit. Anyone that's in this industry that's been charting this as long as I have, we all, especially the good ones, we all see the same things. We draw them a little differently. That's it, because you know what? We don't make the price point right now, right? I don't draw the candle. We could say I don't print that candle, okay? I can be involved in the math of that candle, but I don't print that candle, and neither do you. So if you've got this kind of wild ass idea that somehow I've got people out there, air quote, that are taking your charts so that I can use them for my benefit, you need to get a life. That isn't how I do things. There's no proof of me doing those things. There's no evidence of me ever doing those things. If you put your chart out in the wild, do I take a look at it? You're damn straight I take a look at it to see what's going on. But I don't use it for my own benefit. And I certainly don't repackage it and have it look like it's mine. So get a life. Thank you. All right. Talk to everybody later.